Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Welcome, everybody, to Honeybee's Homestead. How's everybody doing on this Sunday afternoon? Come on in, get situated in the beehive. Hope everyone's doing well. Sunday fun day. We have an open panel. I usually don't do open panels, but I figured we'd see how things go. And if it doesn't go, then it doesn't go. So we'll just wait on some people to come in. Hopefully everyone's having a great Sunday. I slept really good once I did go to sleep, and woke up on the right side of the bed, and we went out to eat early and had lunch at a new Italian pasta place, and it was pretty good. It was actually really good. What's up, actions, not distractions? Hello, handsome in the house, hardworking man that you are. I'm so proud of you, man. You just don't know. I'm so proud of you, and God is so good. I just have to say, I mean, you stepped out in faith and you landed where you are, and it's working out. So that's good. I'm proud of you. Um, thank you for showing up today. Hope everybody's having a great day. Tomorrow is Memorial Day, so let's not forget to salute our servicemen and women who have served and are serving. And let's just remember, be in remembrance of, the people that have died for our country. And still to this day, there's people giving their lives for our country. So thank you, thank you to them. Um, Actions, what you been up to, man? What's up? I noticed you had a good bag of weed last night. I was like, damn, that's a good bag right there. Got that Texas smoke. I know I can remember when we lived in Texas, we got some good smoke back in the day, man. Back in the 90s. Yeah. The 90s, they had some banging weed. Sorry, I got choked up. So, what y'all gonna do? Actions for Memorial Day? Are you gonna work or? Yeah, I know you've been working, but are you gonna work on Memorial Day? Oh, you're putting a bed frame together. Okay, cool, cool. Work, work, work. Hey, you can't, you know, can't bitch about it if it's bringing in money and paying for where you live and everything. That's cool, man. I'm just happy that you got someplace. Today was supposed to be your day off. Yeah, right. What day off? Hey, Rebecca. Hey, girl. How are ya? I noticed that douchebag is on. Oh, you ain't making no money? What? Yeah, we went to a new restaurant this morning called Milano's Italian Grill, and it was really good. Larry had I think he had the chicken parmesan, and I had the caprita, which is chicken with lemon, garlic, butter sauce with capers over spaghetti. And they brought out these amazing yeast garlic parmesan rolls. They were so good. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're just working off rent. A little hustle here and there, made a few bucks, not much. Yeah. Just keep doing what you can do, man. That's right. Keep doing what you can do. I know, Rebecca. It was really yummy. Mom had the trio, which had like what was it? Lasagna, cannellini, and something else. Manicotti. And she says it was real good. She ate all of it, so um, yeah. So, did you have to work today, girlfriend? I can't remember if you said you had to work today from last night. Everybody share out this live so people will know that I'm live and they will come in. Oh, you're at work. Well, girl, you work your little ass off, don't you? You do, girl. I'm proud of you, though. I'm proud of you. Out there hustling, hustling, hustling every day. I'm hustling, hustling. Yeah, I feel you actions. I feel you on that. Like you can't get ahead at all. You're just surviving. I know. I know. Y'all need to get to another town that's bigger that has more to offer. Hey, my best friend. Here, let me drop the link. I haven't even dropped the link, and I said it was an open panel. I'm bad. That's my best friend, Quick Vic. System is meant to keep us that way. Yeah, I know, Rebecca. Food is so expensive. Odessa is the next town, 2 hours away. Actions, you got this far, you can get that far. You know what I'm saying? At some point or another, you know, you got to figure out a way to get there. That was your original destination, Odessa. Okay. Odessa, Texas. Fine then, quick Vic. I don't. Okay, fine. No, I'm just playing, babe. Yeah, come up whenever. How do I pin it? I can't remember how to pin the link. How do I pin the link, guys? I can't remember. Or anyway, maybe I shouldn't pin the link. I lived in Midland, Texas for years. Dad worked in Odessa. I loved it there. Oh, really? You wish you would have stayed there? Yeah, Mississippi compared to Odessa. Yeah, Texas is so much better than Mississippi. I mean, Mississippi, don't get me wrong, is beautiful, but man, it's just you about to take a cold shower? Okay, quick. I know it's burning up down there. Well, just remember I have an open panel, so okay. Alrighty. Vic's got to go take him a cold shower. Okay, so I've got a few things to say about my bestie, Indie Mom. I've called my bestie 3 times today, and Big Country answered both times. The first time she didn't answer, the second and third time Big Country answered. Indie Mom is in the bed, and she is not well. So if you pray, lift her up in prayer. If you don't pray and you just give good vibes or whatever, then do that. Do whatever you do and send it to Indie Mom. My heart is breaking because number one, I'm 12 hours away. Number two, she lives in such a small town that you go to the hospital, the ER, and they don't do shit. And it's like either you show up in an ambulance or they won't do nothing really. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't need to get to that point. I mean, I just wish I was there so I could, I told Big Country, I said, you go in there and you tell them get the fuck off their ass and do something. So, Indie Mom, just want to let you know, girl, I love you. Miss hearing your voice. You know that we talk every day and pretty much every day. And I just want you well, my friend. I just want you well. I just want all my people feeling better. I'm feeling good. Let me take my medicine. Apparently, I had a UTI. when I went to my pre-op, they had to take urine, and apparently I had a UTI, and so they sent me in some Keflexin 3 times a day. So, yeah. So, what you doing? What's everybody doing for Memorial Day? Hopefully, more people will come in and we'll be able to chat it up like we did last night. We had such a good time. Everybody kind of reuniting and coming together. Oh, can't stand them, Rebecca. Oh my God. You know what they calls, right? Right. Can't stand them. So, Rebecca, I didn't look up those books on my Kindle yet because I haven't had time. So, but I will. But I was going to ask you about makeup and what you think I should do. Like, should I have a makeup fund? Should I have a makeup fund and people can give into my makeup fund? And I'm having a vaginal lift. Remember, Miss G always calls it a vaginal lift. Don't forget, I'm having a vaginal lift. Not a tightening, but a lift. We got to lift it up. I cracked myself up. I hope she's okay. I miss Miss G. Every now and again, she'll pop up, and I hope she's okay. I do. I pray for Miss G all the time. Yeah, I do. She cracks me up. She cracks me up and makes my day. I know. I know. I know. I don't know if she's just working and hasn't been on because I haven't seen her anywhere. Okay, let me. What's up, bra guy? Coming in with that storm. Bzzz. Let me drop that link if you would like to come up. I'm just dropping it individually. I don't know. I forgot how to pin it. Yeah. So, because I just don't remember shit, y'all. I have a bad memory. I really do. Oh God, Quick Vic called me today and we were on the phone and you're watching Game of fucking Thrones? I love Game of Thrones. So that means you're not coming up either? I don't have a way to contact her offline. Maybe I can, Rebecca. I can. She has been in contact with Indie Mom, so I do know she's okay. Also, I want to say Chandra is okay. I did speak to Chandra today. Thank you for getting us in touch with each other, Rebecca. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have known she was on Snapchat. I love Game of Thrones. Come on, Braga, come up. Please. Please be nice to your friend. Please, please, please. Don't make me beg. Oh gosh. I'm gonna let you come up first and then I'll go out and we can have a smoke. Only because I said please. Oh, he's so sweet. He's such a great guy. I said sarcastically. Just kidding. I want to tell you to read the books, brah, but we may never get those finished. I would love to read the books. Hold on. I got a cough. Okay, excuse me. Goodness, I don't want to cough in everybody's ear. I would love to read the books, but you're right. It would take so long. And I've watched it over and over and over and over and over and over until I just love it. I just love Game of Thrones. I'll never get tired of it. I love the costuming and I just the hair, everything about the everything. I just love it. What's up, Angel? Angel is in the house. Angel, who is really no angel at all. No, I'm picking. He really is. He's an angel to me. There's Bright Guy. What's up?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Everybody here's Bright Guy from Worcester,
Uh, the
Massachusetts.
last the last thing I heard was Rebecca saying that I should read the books. I started to read the books and I got stuck on like the third or fourth book. It
Oh,
just
how
lost. I
many
lost
books?
interest.
How many books are in it?
Like six or something like that. It's something. There's a lot of them.
Wow. See, I've never read them, but that would be, I don't know. I'm so enthralled with the costuming on the show. Like, that's what drew me in. Larry would watch it, and I was like, oh my God, this sci fi shit. Well, come to find out, it wasn't that at all. It was way more than that. And so I got pulled in because I would go in and see on the big screen TV all the costuming and how they had put together all this beautiful handmade costumes, and I was just enthralled by that. So that's what drew me
Every
into Game of Thrones. Yeah.
Yeah, it was everything about it. Like the whole, basically, when George Martin wrote the book, it was like the most outlandish fantasy story he could ever think of, and he never thought of like seeing it on film in the
Yeah.
way that it was made. So I'm sure it was
Well,
cool to see all that come together from his perspective.
how did you feel about the ending since you know the ending
The
and
ending
everybody
sucked.
does? The ending
They
fucking sucked.
So it felt like throughout the whole entire series, they did a real good job with descriptions and everything like that. And then the last season just whipped right through it, breezed through it way too fast. There was a change in director, right?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me come up on StreamYard. Boop. Oh, wait, not that. Where's it at? Oh no, please don't tell me. Man. Okay, give me a minute. We could talk.
Yeah, no worries. You're good.
I gotta
It
sign
did.
in.
It felt wicked rushed.
Yeah. And I
But
didn't
reading
like
the I was gonna say reading the books went into way more like more of a descriptive, like there would be chapters about whole individuals and they would go into their backstory, and it was way more
oh,
descriptive on the characters and stuff. So I actually saw the series first and then started reading the books, so
yeah,
it answered a lot of questions that I might have had that like weren't really clear in the
yeah.
series on TV. So that was cool.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. Boop.
Oh, we're at like 5 seconds now, honeybees. Oh, I'm running the show. That's what's up. I wasn't even paying attention to the screen. My bad, y'all. I am literally on one device right now, so. How's everyone's Memorial Day weekend going, though?
Yeah.
I
Here
feel
we
like I did all my eating the other day with the lobster I had. All right, you're back. What's up?
Oh man, that sounded so good. That lobster
Lobster.
sounded so good because we eat crawdaddies, but crawdaddies are like miniature lobsters. You only get the tail. You don't get the whole lobster. The
So that's
whole
the thing about
crawfish.
lobster. When you crack them open inside, like the main part of their body, there's like all this nasty green stuff of what they digest, basically, and it's considered a delicacy in some areas. I don't eat that.
Oh
Ew, nasty. But
no,
as for like so you can get meat out of the two big front claws.
right?
Depending on how big the lobster is, the little legs have meat in them as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then the tail, yeah, that's where it's all at.
Okay. So I didn't know that. I didn't know that at
Hmm.
all. Learn something new every day.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
lobster's like a staple of New England, though. Like I take it for granted that I have
Yeah.
lobster so readily accessible. Like it was just a staple growing up. I remember
Yeah.
being a little kid, putting the lobster on the floor and letting the dog chase it around. You know.
Here you would never do it because it's so fucking expensive.
Well, they're expensive up here too, but I mean, you
Are
only
they?
live
How
once.
much are they? How
I don't
much
even
are
know how
they?
much. I think it's probably going to go for around $10 a pound right now.
Oh, well, it'll be way more than that. Let me catch up with you. I'm going to do some searching
It could
at
be more.
Walmart and how much it is and see how much because I know for us, like, take for instance, because we're up north, shrimp and crawfish are more per pound, at least $2 more per pound than what they cost down south Louisiana, where they're right
Because
there
you're
on the Gulf.
right. So I'm like only an hour away from the coast.
Yeah.
So I feel like yeah, the closer you are to the coast, the cheaper it will be, definitely. I feel like the life of the lobster also has a lot to do with it. When I used to spend a lot of time on the ocean, we would come in from fishing, and there would be, if you catch a lobster boat at the dock, they'll have lobsters that are like pretty much on the verge of dying, and they can't send them to market. So any of the fishermen or any people at the docks that want to like pay cash for that lobster,
Mm-hmm.
that wouldn't be sold on market, you could walk away with like a 5 pound lobster for like 30-40 bucks.
Hell yeah. Damn. That's what I'm talking about.
But you got to be down there at the dock when the boat comes in. It's all about timing.
Right. It's all about timing.
Hmm.
I told mom the other day because I had went into Walmart, I don't know, about 2 weeks ago, and it was at a specific time during the day, right around lunchtime. And I started walking through the meat aisles, and all I saw for the whole row was nothing but yellow tags, all clearance. And I
Huh.
told mom, I said, that's when you need to give me your credit card and let me go meat shopping and fill up the freezer for clearance meat.
It's
That's
funny
how
that
you do it.
and that was at Walmart.
Yeah.
So that's funny that you brought that up because I actually have like it's almost a prepaid card from Walmart. You can almost use it as a debit card, and you
Yeah.
get certain cash back and stuff. I think it's called like the One Card or something like that.
Yep. Yep. The one card.
So I have that because I had to set up a certain account for direct deposit and stuff for my job. So I ended
Right.
up doing it through there, and I see that you get like 5% cash back on all purchases made on that card. So
Hell
I had to
yeah.
go I had to go buy oil the other day at Walmart to change the oil in my truck, and just by buying it on that card, it was like $34. I got $1 back in cash.
Hell yeah.
So I was like, score.
Hell yeah. See, mom works for Walmart. She's a store greeter. She's been there for years.
Oh, there you go.
And she has a lady that works there that does nothing but clearance. And so every time she does the clearance, she'll come around and see if mom wants it. I don't know who you are, Baron the Wick or whatever, so I'm sorry you're not coming up.
Yeah, I just seen that. I was like, oh, someone backstage. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
there's someone backstage, but it's not anybody that I know.
Yeah, no one I
Only
know
people
either. I
can
didn't
come up that I know. You ain't coming up. Red Rooster's in the house.
see, but that's the thing. When you have an open panel, isn't it considered etiquette to just see who this person is?
Well, not really. I mean,
No,
it's probably a troll. I mean,
probably.
I'm pretty
Probably.
sure. I'm pretty sure that I've never. If you haven't been seen in my chat, then you're not coming up on my live. That's the way I
that's
see it, man.
that's the rules.
That's the rules at this joint. How you doing, Red? Red has been recovering, and she's impatient. She's being an impatient patient.
Oh,
Because
that's
she's
well.
ready
I
to
hope.
get up and get going.
Yes, I know how impatient can be, and my father was when he was being an inpatient in the hospital. He was very impatient and ready to get the out of there.
Well, she's at home, but she's just being
Oh,
impatient.
oh, I got you. I thought you meant inpatient, like I-N
Like I
patient.
am. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying I
yeah.
am.
I got you.
Yeah, she's healing up really well. And I mean, just making an amazing transformation. And yeah, it's all outpatient treatment. Um, she just has to, be careful at home because she's not supposed to take the stairs and, things like that. I mean, there's just certain things that you can't do after surgery, after certain
Allegedly.
surgeries. Allegedly.
Allegedly. I don't know. I
Allegedly.
I honestly think that a lot of those things that the doctors say, like for recovery time and stuff,
Of
can
course.
be can be pushed.
I mean,
It's
take
all
for
up to you.
instance, mine is supposed to take 4 to 6 weeks, but you have to understand, I'm healing from the inside out.
Hmm.
It's an inside surgery. So that's all healing on the inside. So I just need to be down for, a couple of days, but I'm going to be up. Shit, you can't, I'm going to be up smoking and, walking around and doing stuff.
Right. Like Red said, you can't lift over 10 pounds. Have you ever asked
Right.
why? Have you ever asked why? Like, when they say all these restrictions that you have on your recovery? Ask why next
Well,
time, you know?
a lot of that is because, take for instance, if you've had surgery and you go to
If you,
lift 10 pounds, it might
hmm
tear something.
if you've had stitches and you've had to be
Right.
sealed back up.
Guess what? Red Rooster has staples.
Okay, so I understand that
Yeah.
aspect of it because
Now,
what they're
me,
saying that.
they might
Go
not
ahead.
say that too. I don't know.
Hmm.
Stitches and other things, Taco says.
Yeah. But it's like also I had my wisdom teeth out and I remember they were like, all right, you can't smoke for like a week after or whatever the
Yeah.
time was. It wasn't a week, but you think I listened to that? Hell no.
I didn't listen either, but I did it a certain way to where I didn't get dry socket.
Same with me. Like I went and taken some of the devil's lettuce. I had people blowing me shotguns because it was
Hell
just
yeah.
like they didn't want any pressure, like suction pressure on your mouth because that's what they were afraid of, right?
Red Rooster says, I'm old, bro. I better not be naughty.
Oh, that's funny.
That's because you can dislodge the clot and get dry socket. Yeah. Now what I did is I would put cloth in my mouth, like cotton in my mouth, and then
Hmm.
I would smoke. But I wouldn't pull really hard.
Right.
But
Yeah. No,
yeah,
I
and
know what you're saying.
I've never had dry socket, and I've had a lot of teeth pulled. So thank God for that, because I heard it hurts like a motherfucker. You're not supposed to suck out of a straw or anything like that.
Yeah.
Those
Whoever's
nicotine
backstage.
patches do not work for me. Oh, is there more
Yeah,
people backstage?
no, they're
He
still
won't
talking
leave.
backstage.
Oh, he's talking?
Said they would show face or something like that. I don't know. You could check their YouTube channel. I don't have another device started up right now, so I can't see who the person is or anything like that. But I just figured I'd let you know. They were still talking back there.
Yeah, let me see. How do I show your face without bringing you up on panel?
So can you see them backstage? Is there like the
Oh, I
little, how the
see.
thing at the bottom there? So you should be able to see who it is and stuff.
Let me see it again. Okay. Yeah, hold on. Let me
No
put up
face, no case. Yeah, you got to put something up on the screen so you didn't get porn bombed. There you go.
that's what I'm trying to do, but I don't know. Hold on, let me go back inside to my computer, y'all. And then we'll deal with this that way, because I can't do this shit on my phone.
Yeah, there's a lot more options on the computer, I've realized. That's why I like try to run the laptop usually when I'm on
Hmm.
StreamYard.
Yeah, when I go out to smoke, I just get on my phone and run them at the same time.
Hmm. You can never, and that's what's too bad about in this day and age. You can never be too careful. Like this person could be a
I
legit cool
know.
person, but you never know. It's just being
Mm,
cautious. It's not even being
well,
disrespectful or anything.
right, and I didn't see his whole face. Like, I only
Uh,
saw his eyes and eyebrows.
okay.
And I don't know how to say his name. How do I say his name? Don't look, Ethel. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back.
Don't look, Ethel. Let me guess. That's from like Nick at Night or one of those older TV shows, right? Am I the only one up here now? I'm not. Oh no, I think I am.
Oh, hello, hello.
What's up?
Yeah. How's my audio? Is it okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, no, you are right though. You can't trust anyone. They could be an actual like porn bomber, as you said.
Oh, so
You
you're
know,
from across the pond, right? I get the accent, the English accent, British accent.
yeah, I am. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm in Massachusetts.
Oh, nice, nice place.
Yeah, not bad.
But yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I completely understand people will come on stream just to porn bomb or scream something down the mic.
Yeah, there's a lot of negativity on the internet nowadays, and you don't know what people's intentions are, especially if you don't know who they are. Like
Exactly. Yeah.
I've known the host Honeybees for a little while now, and we actually talk quite often. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
up here.
Oh yeah. No, I
Welcome,
mean, if she
welcome.
said like, "Oh, I'm not adding you," go. I wouldn't. That's the end of it.
Yeah. How do you pronounce your name? I've been on mute this whole time. Can you hear me?
Oh yes, I can. Yeah. My name is a mouthful, so you can just say Bear.
Bear. Okay, I'll just call you Bear. Nice to meet you, Bear, and welcome. I'm from Louisiana.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So where exactly are you from?
Um, I'm from the UK. I'm
Okay.
from Liverpool, which is like bit of a port.
Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah.
Okay. Great. Nice to meet you.
Oh, same to you as well. I was saying to the other guy before, don't get it wrong, you can't be too cautious online,
Mm-hmm.
and people will just do stuff to mess with you.
Well, that's what I know, and I've seen it happen to so many of my friends, and it's like, I
Yeah,
usually
exactly.
I usually don't do open panels, And so, like, Bra Guy is the guy that you were speaking to. That's Bra Guy from Massachusetts.
Yeah, that's me.
That's me. That's him. And, I mean, damn, now I'm high and I forgot what I was saying. Bra, what was I saying?
We were talking about how you can never be too careful of people on the internet and stuff like
Right.
that. And you were saying you usually don't do open panels. So when you put open panel in the title and people search for an open panel on YouTube, your live is going to pop up, right?
Yeah, because you can
Right.
filter that and like get all the ones that are currently streaming.
Gotcha.
Okay, I got you. See, I don't know the open panel etiquette.
It purely depends on what you're doing. You'll have ones where people are screaming at each other, or you'll have ones where people just sit down and talk.
Yeah, I like the ones where people just sit down and talk about normal things. I don't want to be screaming and hollering and calling each other names and
I
Oh yeah,
feel
no,
like
I'm the same.
I feel like the internet is undefeated. You can never win an argument on the internet.
oh, so true. Isn't that true, Bob? That you are 100% true.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, everybody's going to have a comeback for something. Always.
Or you'll find that
Well,
one person who is just completely crazy and they'll never go against their argument.
Right.
exactly. Someone that's so like hard-headed that they can't have an open mind to even see a different perspective. And then people will exploit that, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, this is my thing. I don't talk politics, I don't talk religion. Even though I do have a belief system, I don't push that off on anybody.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah, no, that's fine. I'm not gonna try and catch it into an argument about like
no,
politics
no,
or
no,
religion.
no. I'm just saying in general, this is just who I am. Is that the way I run this, channel here is that Honeybees Homestead, I'm Honeybees. And I have another channel too called Buzzing About Crime. And it's so funny, Bra, because I was going to go live on Buzzing About Crime because what's his name that I go after went live the other day.
Yeah.
And guess what? As soon as I was starting to go live, this son of a bitch went live today.
Right.
The same time.
So that there's no such thing as a coincidence. That's just in my
Exactly.
mind. That person is sitting there watching you. Like that just affirms what you already knew.
Exactly. Exactly.
Should the stream
What's up?
snipe them and just commented over their stream?
Yeah, so I have Buzzing About Crime, and it's all about going after this grifter that grifted me one time out of the Kensington community.
Hmm.
And so now he does this thing where he'll disappear and then he'll rear his ugly head and grift for money, and then he'll disappear again, and then he's grifted a whole car out of a woman.
Oh geez.
Yeah, no lie, like, she sent him over $2,500 for a vehicle, for a
Ooh.
used
I
vehicle.
I feel like that's more prevalent on TikTok than YouTube, but I could be wrong.
Really? See, I don't do
Yeah.
TikTok, so it just amazes
Neither
me.
do neither do I, but the like videos that show up on my like people cover on YouTube, it seems that there's people begging for money way more over on TikTok.
Well,
Oh
that's
yeah, no,
what
it's more prevalent, and it's also TikTok has instant messaging as well, so they can get to you directly.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Oh, and don't forget the guy I'm talking about is a true chomo. Truly. Like,
Oh,
no,
fuck
Jesus.
that.
like, not like really on paper, and I've proven it.
Yeah,
Um,
that.
and so, yeah, that's why I took him down. That's why we took him down.
Oh yeah, no, good for you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I went after his ass and we took him down.
Yeah, I truly believe that people like that have no place running amok on the internet without being truly exposed for what they are.
I
Hell
think
no.
people like that have no place in society.
And then
Yeah.
he uses his excuse me, his 8-year-old to grift. Yep.
Yeah, that's no bueno.
No
No me
bueno.
gusta.
Yeah, we don't do that. We do smoke and toke over here, Bear.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm having a little drink myself, so.
Okay, cool. Cool. How old are you, Bear, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh no, that's fine. 26.
Oh, 26. Awesome. So let me give you a little bit of my history. I lost a son and he was 26 years old. So
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
thank you. It's coincidence that you're here and you're 26. And so that's pretty awesome. So I'm so glad you're here. Nice to meet you.
No, you're very welcome. But as you were saying when I joined in, like, oh, you don't know who I am and you need to be cautious. Exactly. Like, I,
Yes,
I wasn't going
always.
to take offense if you said, oh, we need to get rid or boot them, because you'd have to be like that, sadly.
No, no. I wanted to make sure that I gave you a chance, especially whenever you showed me what you looked like. So, yeah.
Yeah, I've tried to I'm fairly new to making videos on YouTube and going live and all that stuff. I go live over on my channel as well,
Mhm.
and I try to give people the benefit of the doubt until they prove me different.
Yeah, if you're going to bring people onto your stream, have like a cover or put yourself on the main screen so they
Mhm.
can't do anything.
Exactly. Yup.
Yeah. If somebody can drop bra guys in actions, not distractions, please. I guess that somebody would be Rebecca. If you're not too busy, girl, I know you're working. Now I'm asking you to work in here.
Oh, I
So I'm
got you.
guessing
I actually got the laptop fired up.
Oh, okay, cool.
No
I was going to
worries.
say, I'm guessing with the Buzzing About Crime channel, you do a lot of like crime stuff.
Well, I have covered some crime stuff, but mainly it was to go after the crime of this man grifting on YouTube
Ah,
and
fair
being a
enough.
chomo and using his child to grift too, and saying that I had sent threatening letters to obliterate his family and all these things, which were flat out lies.
I was going to say though,
Um,
if he was a nonce, how did he get like out of prison? Like, how many years did he
Oh,
serve?
well, because she didn't testify against him, and so he wasn't labeled as a sexual offender, and he spent 7
Oh,
years. He spent 7 years in prison. And then when he got out, they got back together and had another child, which is the 8-year-old child that they have now, and they're still together, but not together.
oh
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
So people were pissed off at me at first because people were saying she was a victim, and I was like, no, she's not a victim anymore. She was a child when he groomed her and they had their first child, yes. But all these years later, she was not a victim when they had their second child.
Yeah, especially when there are tons of services out there that exist
Right,
to
right.
get people out of that situation.
And they all live together. He lives on her couch.
Like, if you're going to live with someone who's been accused of that type of crime, you would get as far away as possible from them.
Well, you would think that. You would think that, knowing what he did to you, right? But
Mm.
no, she doesn't. She lets him live there.
Oh, jeez.
That's crazy.
Isn't it crazy? I'm
It's the
telling you, this
cycle. It's the cycle of abuse, I think,
it
you know?
is. It really is, brah. This is what I tried to explain whenever all this shit was going down. Like, his sister popped up from out of nowhere on my panel wanting to hit my link. At first, Quick Vic was like, that's a fucking troll. And I was like, no, that's not a troll. That's really his sister. Sure enough, it was his sister. And she came up and dropped the big old bomb right on my channel and right in my lap. And I had no clue what to do with it except run with it. I mean, what are you gonna do when
The
someone
problem is,
comes
as
up?
well, is that he can't get done again because of, double jeopardy. So they can't have a retrial.
No, no, exactly. Mm-mm. It would have to be. It would have to be new charges.
Yeah, or like a
Well,
separate crime.
not only that, but I feel like the court system in the United States takes it easy on people that have those type of charges for
They
whatever
will.
reason. It's
Mhm.
friggin' disgusting, but
Yeah.
um, our court system is absolutely horrible over here in the United States.
Yeah,
Yep.
because I know that with the US, it seems that they are really affirmative about certain crimes, but then when it comes to others, it's like, what do you mean? Why are they only getting a slap on the wrist?
Yeah, it's crazy. There should
Yep.
be more done for children. I mean, they're, just take, you know, uh, mm,
You can't say it on live stream.
yes, right. Let me
Yeah.
not go there. I can't go
Right. Yeah.
there. All I know is that our children being protected has to start at home first and keeping them. And I know that you can't keep children in a bubble. You just can't. Not
No,
these
you
days.
can't. You
Children
can't.
these days are born with a phone in their face.
Well, not only that, but I've seen it myself. What happens when you keep kids in a bubble and in a protected environment? As soon as they get that sense of freedom, they run with it
They
hard.
work hard.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't protect children entirely, but there needs to be a multitude of safety nets to, prevent them from this.
exactly. There has to be some things set in place, legislature wise.
Well, not only that, I think parents in general need to start saying no more often.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, of
definitely.
course.
It's just that, like, as soon as somewhere along the lines, like when I think it started when like the whole abuse of kids became really prevalent in the public eye, spankings, and anytime you even disciplined your kid any way that people looked at as being too aggressive,
Right.
um, that narrative kind of had the opposite effect that made parents too afraid to discipline their kids,
It
wanting
did.
end up taking it easy.
It
And I'm
did.
Yeah,
not
no,
a parent. I need to clarify. I'm not a parent at all. I don't have any kids, so that's my perspective on things.
yeah. I mean, you don't have to be a parent to go. This is what I think is good discipline for a
Right.
child. You know what I
Right.
mean? Because as you said, it's counter-interactive. Where if you do give them all the freedom and the leeway and the attitude to do what they want, they're not gonna enter the real world with the head on the shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I mean, absolutely. And then you have the other extreme where if you keep them in a bubble, they're gonna want to enter the world and just go nuts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
Yeah, I learned a long time ago you can't protect your children from everything, not even death. And, you know, I've watched my son, who is 35 now, be an addict for over 15 years. And I've literally watched him go through so many different things out of that, what comes with addiction.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear.
Whether it's going to jail or being up in the middle of the night and the cops at your house, or getting a call from him, or the 20th or the 30th rehab he's done been in. And it's just 17 years of nonstop, just back to back to back bullshit, and it's all because of addiction. So therefore you start to hate addiction, and that's why I was drawn to the Kensington content, because of the addiction and wanting to help people. And that's what I don't know, I was really enthralled by it. This is when I was coming out of my depression from after my son dying. YouTube brought me out of my depression, and Kensington content really, really helped me come out of my depression for some reason. I saw these people
Bear,
was
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, honeybees.
yeah,
Do you know what's going on and like what she's referring to when she says Kensington?
yeah, we need to talk about that.
With the Kensington thing, is that the case in?
So
Is it Montana?
there's a place in Pennsylvania called Kensington, and
Hmm.
it was the most prevalent open air drug market basically on the East Coast, and people were openly selling, doing drugs. It's they're just it's a free for all. It's like the Wild West. So
Oh
it
yeah, I've seen I haven't seen the Kensington one specifically, but I've seen others like LA and is it like Chicago and Seattle and stuff?
yes, just the absolute slums. But Kensington got hit really, really hard with this stuff called trank, and it eats away at people's skin and stuff like that. So um that's what she's referring to when she says the Kensington. Like, there's a group of people that go there and try to do outreach programs, try to help people in addiction. There's also people that exploit these addicts. So it's a whole big thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just wanted to clarify that, Honeybee. Sorry.
I'm glad you did because I didn't even think about it, bro. I'm so sorry.
I always have like the thought every time I hear him speak, I realize he's from across the pond. He don't even know what's going on here in the
Yeah, he's
United
like, what
States
did
from
he
our.
Yeah, it's one of
do?
those where it's like I know tidbits and stuff, but I don't know everything, that goes on.
Right.
Yeah, and this happened years ago. This isn't something that just happened. This happened, uh several years ago, and he came after me first for a whole year before I taught myself YouTube, how to
Hmm.
work YouTube. I built up my subscribers, started doing some videos. That way I could go live and I could have a voice. And
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
good to
I
speak
did.
about this stuff, get it out there.
Oh, actions. Okay. Vic, his dad, Crusted Dad was on panel last night. Okay. Yeah, I tried to go watch it, actions, but he was down. It was like he tried to set up 4 lives and it wouldn't go through.
Yeah,
I
I
was like,
saw
what the fuck is he on?
that.
If anybody doesn't know Crusted Joint, drop his link, please. He's not
So,
everybody.
Bear, what do you do for a living over in the UK? Like, what do you do for work and stuff?
Oh, I just work in like a store, simple job.
Oh,
Oh, okay, like retail.
Yeah, simply just like stacking shelves and serving customers.
okay.
All right, that's cool.
Cool.
What do you do for fun?
To be honest with you, I do stuff like this. I go around YouTube, find a stream, talk to people. So I've had like a load of different interactions with different people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've
So,
had I've had streams with like Christians, Muslims, left wing people, right wing people, all sorts really.
yeah.
So you're just interested in interacting with different people from all different walks of life, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you
That's
might
cool.
like Crust. You might like Crust, Bear. So we dropped his link there. He's the Crusted Joint. He's in East LA, Los Angeles. That is East LA. Orale.
That's the great thing about the YouTube. You can connect with people that you normally would never connect with and have
That's right.
conversations.
Yeah.
Like you're from Worcester.
Worcester, Massachusetts. Actually, there's a lot of history here,
I,
like modern rocketry was created here in Massachusetts in the Worcester area.
really?
A lot of that, yeah.
We're gonna have to drive up and visit you, me and Larry, because we love how you talk. We'll listen to your lives, and we just laugh at each other, and we'll try to copy how you're saying it, like
The
calm,
Boston accent
the
in the
Boston,
car.
Co-op.
the car,
Yep.
and the bar.
Yeah, you,
I'm not a co-op.
I love it. I love that accent.
it's
love
just something that it's something that naturally happens, and then when you spend time when I spend more time around like people that have thicker accents than I, it becomes more prevalent as well.
Yeah, yeah, I bet it does.
I have to hold back my accent actually because it's too intelligible.
In what?
Marie M, don't leave so quickly.
Hey, Marie. Okay, bye.
That was quick.
Bye. That's the quickest. Marie's quick. She's hello and okay, bye. She's quick about it, baby. She's a. Hey, bro, I'm gonna let you hold this down for a minute while I run to the necessary.
All right, I got you. Me and Barrel hold it down.
All right.
Family friendly.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I have to hold back my accent because if I did my full accent, it sounds like I'm just spitting onto the microphone.
It's harder to understand.
Yeah, it's like a brand new language.
I got you. Well, I can honestly say that being on panels and talking on YouTube and stuff has taught me patience. I've learned patience and not interrupting people. I'm very bad with that because it's a Massachusetts thing. I swear to God, every person that I run into from Massachusetts on panels and stuff, we just have the type of thing where we need to interrupt people. But it's like you throw yourself into those uncomfortable situations that you're not normally used to, such as talking and not interrupting other individuals, and that's where personal growth comes from. You know, I think Honeybees, she was talking about addiction earlier, how she was drawn to like the Kensington thing because of her son's addiction. I'm an addict myself. I'm in recovery. I'm on methadone.
Oh, fucking
I
hell.
had a what's that?
I was gonna say, bloody hell.
Yeah, I had like a 13-year intravenous habit where I just never stopped doing drugs. I'm 40 years old now, but somehow managed to survive that, and I got like a year and a half clean right now. So it's a blessing in disguise.
It's a hard thing to give up, though. To be honest with you, it's not something that you can just flick a switch and
No.
like turn off. I mean, have you ever seen the film Trainspotting?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Train spotting. There's Snatch. There's what's another Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, yeah, that other one.
Requiem for a Dream has Jared Leto in it. That takes the there's another one with Leonardo DiCaprio, the Basketball Diaries. There's many movies that present addiction in its fullest rawest form, and it's not easy to quit. Just me going through the situations that I go through on a daily basis, I realize how much damage I did to my brain and how much rewiring goes on with addiction. Like, I normalized heroin addiction intravenously. So just that alone, the rewiring process from that is tough, to say the least.
No, it definitely is. I mean, I'm not going to blame you because you have an addiction, because everyone is susceptible to addiction.
I don't see. People say it's a disease. I don't even care if it's a disease or not. I just know that it affects me.
Right. And millions of others.
Yo.
Yeah, it's not something I blame on a person if they became addicted to something, because it's so easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I also it wasn't I've looking back on things now. Looking back on things now, I see that I have an addictive personality. So I was I just kind of ran with it, and then I was blessed with a spiritual awakening this past about a year and a half ago, where I don't know what happened, but my higher power said that I got different plans for you.
Huh.
Oh.
Honeybees, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are we leaving this flame background up the whole time?
Well, I'm outside smoking.
Oh, I got you. I was just wondering. I don't want to be burning up too long.
I'm sending the heat from this way down up to your way.
Yeah,
It's
please do
hot.
that.
It's 90 degrees today.
Oh, are you by the swamps, or are you just like regular Louisiana?
I have bayous, and
I use that too.
rivers. Yeah, it's down south where they have the swamps. I'm
Ah.
up north Louisiana. I'm closer to Texas, Arkansas, and Mississippi.
Oh, okay then.
So I'm at the top of the boot of Louisiana instead of the bottom of the boot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Addiction is a chronic progressive daily disease that causes a sadly predictable outcome. Institutions, jail, or death, but it's stopped by staying sober. That's right. You can turn it around. You can turn it around.
See, but well, I guess I experienced all three of those:
Mm-hmm.
jail, institution,
Mm-hmm.
and death.
Mm-hmm.
And there
Yeah,
is
we all
no.
go through that.
It's crazy because the mind, when you're enveloped in that addiction, your mind will trick you into thinking, "Nah, I'm the different one. I can make this work."
Oh no, yeah, you do definitely build that mindset of I've got a tolerance to it, and it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
affect me as much as I think I do.
Right.
I have a tough time with that because I have no clean time in 13 years. Like my most clean time was like 4 or 5 days in 13 years. So
So, but
I
look how
managed
far
to,
you've come, a
I
year
man,
and a half.
yeah, but I managed to become like a functioning addict. I still was building houses and working a 40-hour work week on top of running a full-time addiction.
Well, now you're just a functioning non-addict.
I don't know. I'm still on that government liquid
Well, you know,
addictive stuff.
I don't look at the MAP program like that, me, but that's me personally. Because I've seen it help so many people. You
It
know,
does
you
help.
can eventually come off of it. It's not the end of the world. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
methadone does help people, but I think there are better solutions to methadone.
You think so?
Yeah, methadone is because it's a long-term drug that helps you wean off the opioids.
Mm-hmm.
There's quite a few alternatives out there that can get you off it quicker and a bit more
Yeah.
safer. But because obviously, you know, health companies and stuff, they want you to be put a bit more money into the system, so they'll have you do the
Sure.
longer treatment.
Well, and
I
that's how
can.
Bri feels about it.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no exit plan from it. When I asked for my taper to start coming down off of the methadone, I was
Yeah.
getting 2 weeks of take homes at the time. You know what they did? They gave me 4 weeks of take homes at the time so that my 5 milligram decrease would be every 4 weeks instead of every 2 weeks. In turn,
Wow.
keeping me on the program longer.
Right, right. See, I didn't realize that. See, you know, knowing you and going through it and all that. So that's, yeah.
I mean, I had been talking about and getting my take homes bumped up, but they did it prematurely when I asked for my taper to happen. And then, long story short, I ended up getting that month's worth of take homes taken away. So I was going to start to have to go back to the clinic almost
Hmm.
daily. That didn't end up happening, but they knocked me back down to having to go every week.
Right.
And now I'm back
Well,
up to 2 weeks, but I'm going to stay on the 2 weeks. I'm only on 40 milligrams right now, so hopefully I'll be off sooner than later.
yeah, you will. But I agree with what Red said. Just like a diabetic takes insulin, could lifestyle do everything? Maybe. But the meds do help a lot too. And they do because I'm type 2 diabetic. I have
Right.
to
But,
take 2 meds a day.
okay, can you take your insulin with you to go on vacation?
Well, it's not insulin, it's pills.
Or
So,
whatever. Can you take
yes.
your stuff with you to go on vacation and not have to report every single day or to daily and possibly get a call back and have to go get your medication
No,
checked? Yeah.
no.
So there's a
But
lot
you
more
do.
hoops to jump through with
Hmm.
the MAT. Like they look at it as there's a lot more control of the patient and the way they're acting just because you're on this medication, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah,
get
because
it in the
it is
physical
essentially like
sense with
another
the.
form. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
No, you're good.
No, I was
I
just going
get
to
it
say
with.
that it is essentially another form of opioid. They're just weaning you off the one you're addicted to.
It is, and
What do you think about ketamine treatment? I know I'm changing the subject real quick, but
you good because I was already channeling that to you through like my mind because I was thinking ketamine treatment earlier.
I've been offered
Um,
ketamine treatment, Braga.
and I told you should take it, right?
Oh,
Or was
I
that
forgot
someone?
you said that.
I thought you. I think you told me about it, or maybe it was
Mm-hmm.
someone else that just recently told me about it. But I thought it was you.
It was me. I remember now.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. They that's been used for addiction to like reverse the effects of addiction on the brain as well. I sent you that link, I believe, to that girl who documented her process through it.
Yes.
Did I not? Yes.
Yes, I ended up watching that too. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, yeah, it's pretty neat. I've done some research and I'm thinking about doing it. I hear that helps a lot of people. If pain pills after surgery was stolen, I couldn't get more. No one is trustworthy for meth. They can be. Yeah.
Yeah, ketamine therapy is meant to be quite effective, and I know that shroom therapy is meant to be good for stuff like depression and PTSD.
Yeah,
Yes,
they
one of
don't
my
have shroom therapy here though.
they're starting to get it on the medical side of things. It's
Yeah.
becoming more prevalent over here in the States. Actually, one of my subscribers is gonna start trying to microdose and kind of on his own though, but
Right.
I'm looking forward to see how his results are.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that too because I've been wanting to microdose, but I talked to my psychiatrist about it and he said that it's in the works. It's being, tested and approved and all that good bullshit. It has to
Right.
get passed by 15 different agencies.
Yeah, that's the
So,
thing. That's the thing. But I feel like also for the methadone thing, when the virus hit, I don't want to say the C word, but when
mhm.
that came around, that loosened up the restrictions a lot on on being on methadone, I feel like also. Because they
Yeah, I
loosened
think
the
so.
restrictions on take homes. You didn't have to go to so many classes a week to maintain your take homes, and they kind of loosened the restrictions and let people breathe a little bit.
Mm.
Mhm. And that's like I just found out that I've been referred to the pain clinic, and they only do injections, stimulators, or surgery.
So they're not even prescribing narcotics anymore at pain
No,
clinics.
no.
Wow.
Yeah, didn't they want to clamp down on the? Do you know where? If you go to the dentist, they use Novocaine, which is like cocaine, and
Right.
they were like, "Oh, we don't want to use that anymore because it's dangerous." And it's like, no, it's not. It's not the white stuff you know of. It's completely different. It's like, no, it can still be used. So we need to stop it.
No,
It's
thank you.
crazy. Yeah. Give me
Yeah, no,
all
it
this.
was it was so stupid because it was like, oh, because it's Novocaine, it's practically the same stuff as the white powder stuff, and everyone was like,
Mm-hmm.
no, it's not. It's completely different, and it's been medicinally proven. And they were
Mm-hmm.
like, no, but it can still be used for that, so we need to stop it. And everyone was like, no, don't.
Now, was that just over in England there?
I know they were trying to like stretch it across the pond to the US, but obviously given like the US healthcare system, they were just like, no, they do what I want.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Right. Because I wasn't aware of any of that over here at least. So that must just be
Yeah.
something that's prevalent over there.
Oh yeah, when it comes to the UK, we've got like the craziest restrictions and laws and stuff. It's unreal.
Well, that's like CC went to get a tooth pulled. They pulled the tooth, and as soon as they found out that, he was a recovering addict, she was like, "Oh, well, I won't give you any pain pills. You could just take Tylenol and ibuprofen."
I don't know. Those ibuprofen 800s do pretty good for me. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
I
See,
like
I
them.
can't take them. I can't take any NSAIDs. So
I
where does
don't know
that
what that
leave
is.
me?
I don't know.
NSAIDs are Aleve, ibuprofen, BC powders.
Why?
Oh,
Because
is
of
that
your
because
heart?
you're diabetic?
Because of my gastroparesis, because of my stomach,
Yeah.
it'll inflame my stomach.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that leaves you shit out of luck, huh?
Well, I can get Toradol or I can get pain pills.
Right, right. And I'm sure it's difficult to get pain pills, right?
Oh yeah, you're not getting pain pills here.
Right.
Not unless, you're in surgery. Like I'll probably have pain pills after surgery.
Or you're making
Or
meth.
near death. Yeah.
Yeah, or like when Paul was on hospice, they sent him home on morphine and fentanyl patches. He was taking morphine by mouth and he had fentanyl patches.
Oh yeah, you can get like because like doctors and that use fentanyl, but it's meant to be like the good fentanyl, as they say.
Mm-hmm. This was the good
Yeah,
fentanyl.
it's medical grade fentanyl, not the stuff that the
Yes.
cartel is shipping over from Mexico.
Yeah, it's
No.
have you seen the video of that guy in the hospital, and the doctor's explaining to him, it's like, okay, we're going to give you this and some fentanyl, and the guy jumps out of the bed and go, fentanyl? No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, just because there's a stigma around the name fentanyl,
Yeah,
people
oh
don't
yeah,
really.
definitely.
I know that the stuff that I was getting on the street towards the end of my addiction, it ended up not even being probably fentanyl. I don't even know what it was. I was an addict for so long that it progressed from heroin to fentanyl.
Right.
I lived through that. So there used to kind of be a standard. You could tell by taste of what you were getting, sort of, right? But once the fentanyl came along and there was no taste to it or anything like that, the game just became the Wild West. You really never know what you were getting. It was a crapshoot. It was having trust in your dealer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because the fentanyl just
exactly.
took over in like cheaper price and higher stock.
Yeah, it was. I guess it was easier for the higher ups to get. There was more money to be made. That's what it all comes down to. I think is whoever's making the money, where if they can make more money, that's what is going to happen.
Wow. What,
You
Red
know.
Rooster? That's the thing, that you're right. Let's say you get pain pills and someone takes those pain pills and you go to tell them, they've been taken or whatever. They don't care. You're not getting any more pain pills because federally by law, they've already written you, and that would look like doctor shopping. I can take Toradol. Toradol is very strong NSAID, so I'm surprised. I can take it by shot and by mouth, but it probably messes up my tummy. They couldn't give hubby Toradol in the hospital because of kidneys, so had to give him narcotics. Yeah. Toradol, you cannot have Toradol in too many days in a row because it will mess up your kidneys. Yeah, it's a
That's great.
crapshoot.
So I was just reading that comment that Red said about the prescription getting stolen, and that's wild because back before there was all these restrictions and everything, I can remember going back to my doctor and being like, "Oh, I lost my prescription 2 days after I filled it already," and they
Right.
would just write me out another script. I'd go to the pharmacy, fill it
See,
out.
now they can't because everything they do is watched and counted.
Right? Yeah. I also
Everything,
went
they
to.
have to account for everything now.
Oh, I know.
Fuck.
So I was getting prescribed pain pills for a decent amount of time where I experienced the pain clinic start up and the pain contracts that were mandatory to sign and all that stuff.
That's why pharmacies look like Fort Knox, because the amount of stuff that is usable in there for those type of people is insane.
We blame you, Brian. Oh, Rebecca.
So how's life in America then? Is everything good for you too?
Hot.
Hot.
It's
How is life in America? Life in America, I guess, is what you make of it.
True.
For me, it's a completely new thing that I'm experiencing because I've only been clean for like a year and a half, and I pretty much had a death wish upon myself doing drugs for as long as I did.
Yeah.
What about you, honeybees?
I'm doing great. I'm fixing to have the surgery that I've been needing for 15 years. And so I'm happy about that. I've got 5
Good.
days. And my nieces are coming in June. They're teenagers now, 15 and 16. 2 girls, and I had 2 boys to raise. And so this will be a new experience.
How old are your nieces? Young or?
They're 15 and 16.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 girls. 2 girls. They're going to be here and they're going to keep me company and we're going to play games and
Oh,
I've
nice.
got I've got card games and we're going to go and do stuff and you know, bowling and all kinds of stuff. Skating.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So, we're going to have a good time. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited for the summer. And then right now we are saving money to go visit my bestie, Indie Mom, who is not in here today. Please lift her up in prayer. She is not doing well today. I have not spoken to her, but I have spoken to Big Country because the 3 times I called, the first time she didn't answer, 2 times Big Country answered. I wanted to know what the fuck was going on. Why is she not answering the phone? And he told me that she was not doing well. She is in the bed.
Oh, well, I hope she gets better then, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And so we're saving money right now to get an Airbnb sometime in probably September and up in Indiana. So that's 11 hours from me. And
Y'all driving or you gonna fly?
we're going to drive it. We're going to drive it. I'll be able to hold my urine.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're having your surgery, so you'll be good.
Yeah. Yeah, Friday. This Friday coming.
Is it good? I'm glad you let me finally know that.
Big Country is April's boyfriend. Yes, you're right, Red Rooster. I won't be able to bowl, but the girls will be able to bowl. You're right. I can eat food, though, while they bowl. Yeah. And I can't skate. So, because if I was to fall and get hurt, oh, that wouldn't be good. That wouldn't be good.
I was going to say, would you rather go Montana than Indiana, or
Would I rather go where?
would you rather go to Montana than Indiana?
Montana? I don't
Yeah.
know anybody in Montana.
Okay.
No, don't know anybody in Montana. I bet you it's beautiful, though.
Oh, yeah, from what I've seen, it's like, big sky country. Absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, I live in the lush country. I live on 8 acres of land right now on a little homestead. It's not a big homestead, it's just a little one. We
Oh,
got
okay.
chickens, we got 4 cats, and we got a dog.
Oh, nice.
My bestie is in Indiana, and she's the one that I was just saying is sick, and she's the one that we're going to go see, save up to go see in September.
Ah, okay.
I got many besties, but she's my bestie. She and I bonded almost 5 years ago. It's 4 years now. Yeah, 4 years, not five. And yeah,
That's
so
something.
but yeah, I've met. Do you meet great people on being a wanderer on YouTube, or have you run across people that are just really nasty to you?
A bit of both, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, so I always like stuff like this where it's just a nice, calm, relaxed chat. But I've been into ones where it's basically just become a screaming match.
Oh
There
yeah.
was, yeah, I come across one American the other day who was a sovereign citizen, and he
Mm.
kept screaming about me how I was a slave to the corporate system known as government. And I was trying to explain to him, I'm not American, so that doesn't apply to me. And then he was saying, no, you don't understand. It's one big corporate system based in America. So your government is a corporate branch of America. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, I hope you're going to bed soon.
Those sovereign citizens will get you every time, Bear.
Oh yeah, it's so fascinating to interact with them though. They just come out with the most
Have you?
outlandish stuff.
Yeah, you should see some of the body cam footage of some of the interactions that they have with police. It's outlandish. Like
Yes,
they're delusional.
Yeah, the
they
police
are.
have to have special training now to deal with sovereign citizens. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gotten to where now they'll roll up their window, they won't answer, and people have to break their window and tase them just to get them out of the car and shoot them just about. It's terrible here in the States when they act like that. I've seen those police videos, Braga.
Yeah, where they get like tased and ripped out of the car.
Oh my God. I meant to send you this one, but I'm pretty sure you probably saw it. Did you see the woman in the car that was naked from the waist down with her dildo, and the cop walked up on her and she was sleeping, and
No.
he went to open her door and it was unlocked, and he opened the door and she woke up and she was like, "Excuse me, sir, but this is private property."
Oh Jesus!
And she was half naked. He had to pull her out of the car and handcuff her with no pants on. And she kept saying she was a defense attorney. And I'm surprised you didn't see it because it was on police cam, body cam, something. If I see it again, I'll send it
No,
to you.
I haven't been seeing too many of those, but the one that I did see the most recently that went viral was the one where the raccoon was in the van and it found the old lady's meth pipe
Oh
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
it started holding the meth pipe up and it was like trying to smoke the meth pipe, the fucking raccoon.
Yes. Yes, I saw that. That was hilarious. You're right, Red. I mean, people are so fucking angry all the time. And I feel that it's not the nation I grew up in either. You know, it's just, yeah. Yes, a raccoon was holding the meth pipe. No
That was
lie.
it picked up. So this woman had a warrant out. They took her out of the van, handcuffed her, put her in the back, and then they were about to start searching the vehicle. And the woman had a pet raccoon. And the raccoon was digging around in the car and came out with the meth pipe and was like trying to fucking put it up to its mouth and like mimic the woman smoking the meth pipe. And the cop
Oh,
was just losing his shit,
He was
cracking
just
up
losing his
the
shit
whole
right there.
time.
He was like, look at this. They smoking the crack pipe.
He's like, "Look, the raccoon, it has her meth pipe." And the woman that had the warrant out, like her grandmother was standing there and she was like, "Here, let me grab that for," and he's like, "No, no, no, that's evidence." And she's like, "Well, I don't want the raccoon to have it." But
Too late now.
there's backstory to this. Come to find out, she had all the owner, the one that had the warrant, had all the proper paperwork to legally own that raccoon.
Oh, really?
Yes. So she was not breaking the law by owning a raccoon. She was
Yeah.
breaking the law by teaching a raccoon to smoke meth, though.
Smoke meth.
The one I always remember is
Tommy Thunder. What's up, man?
What's up, buddy? Good to see you, bro.
Good to see
hello. Yeah, no, the one I remember is do you remember where they arrest the guy and an acorn falls onto the cop car?
Yes.
And the guy rolls and just starts unloading into the car.
Yes. He shot an innocent person.
I mean, thankfully he lived. You know.
Yeah, he lived, but he shot an innocent person because of an acorn.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That was crazy. He walked past that car and he thought it was a gunshot coming from inside the car.
But it was an acorn that fell on top of the car.
But it was an acorn that fell on top of the car, and he fell down on the ground, rolled, pulled his weapon, and started shooting.
Damn.
And then the other officer that was standing at the corner of the building, he started shooting as well.
Yeah, you think you're having a bad day. Like, you're just sitting in your car, acorn hits your car, next thing you know, the cops start unloading on you. Like, I'm just sitting here trying to... What the fuck?
Oh my God. Can you... I can't even.
He probably got a big paycheck from the lawsuit if he did one.
Oh, of course. I would have definitely sued their ass.
Oh, hell yeah.
Tommy
The cops
Thunder.
I guarantee that they would settle out of court, too.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
They don't want all that attention.
I've seen some really good policing, but then I've seen some really bad policing. I watch a lot of cop videos. A lot.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? There's a lot of corruption in my state of Massachusetts, but not a lot of it gets talked about. Like they're very secretive about what goes on and the charges that come about with their own officers. Like, I see it on a local news level, but I don't see it on a national news level.
Oh no, with Massachusetts, it's rife over there because you'll have like connected families, and one of their own will become a police officer, and but before you even see it, you'll have like out of the police department a good handful of these people are all from these connected families who will look the other way when their family's doing something. So when the inquest comes down from high above, like, well, why aren't you stopping this? Why is this happening? You're not stopping it. It's like, oh, I didn't see anything. And then they look into it and go, oh, that's why you're connected to this family.
Yeah, it was a lot of generational stuff and friend of a friend that got passed down in the Massachusetts State Police Academy, and then there was just a whole big thing where there was millions of dollars paid out in overtime that none of them even worked. Like, they were falsifying their time cards and shit, and they were still getting all their pensions. Like, tons of stuff that just no one's being held accountable for.
She says, Stephanie's coming in saying, hey, y'all, I had to go watch the raccoon video before I said hi. Ha, 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 ha.
What's up, Stephanie?
Stephanie, meet Bear. Everybody, this is Bear. He is from the UK. And he is on our panel today, chatting along with us. And I'm going to load me a bowl, pack me a wicked thunder gang bowl.
Tommy said someone got knifed up and no news, etc. Yeah, I think it might just be a New
What?
England thing or whatever. I don't really know,
Really?
but I think it also has to do with the fact that in Massachusetts we're a Commonwealth state, so I know the laws the laws are different than just being in other states that are not Commonwealth.
Yeah. Larry tried to explain it to me, but I guess because I wasn't raised there and I just don't understand the logistics of everything, I just don't understand it.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off. I think can you hear that? Someone's mic buzzing.
It
Whose
might be
is
mine.
that? Is that mine?
I don't know if it's yours or Abe's.
Nope, that's Braga.
All right,
It's
I'm gonna
okay,
go. I'm
bro.
gonna leave and come back. I'm gonna leave and come back.
Okay. Okay.
I was just going to say, he could have unplugged his mic and then put it back in, but...
I didn't even notice it, Bear.
It might have just been me, but...
He sounded like a printer.
Yeah, that was the noise. I was like, that's not me, is it?
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, hopefully it's fixed when he's back.
Yeah. I heard it, but I was washing dishes. So is Bear new to the channel as of today? Yes, he is. I have an open panel, which I usually don't have, Stephanie. You know that. Shitty Walmart earbuds. I didn't even recognize it until after Bear said something, and now I can hear how bad it was with it being gone.
Yeah, I thought he was like photocopying something. I was like, is he buying office or something?
What's that?
It sounded like he was making photocopies. I was like, is he in the
Oh,
office? You know?
I don't know how long. I don't know how long it was doing it, Bri, because I didn't even recognize it, to be honest with you.
Oh no, he's into it for long. It was literally just that moment.
Oh, it was just that moment. Okay. So it hadn't been going on long, Bri.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not the shitty earbuds.
Sometimes
Maybe
they
it's
do that.
just,
If you've got them on too long, they just deflate in audio.
yeah. So how long have you been YouTubing?
I had my own thing about 4 or 5 years ago. That was really fun, bit successful,
Mm-hmm.
and then I ended up dropping that. And then when I
Mm-hmm.
come back to YouTube, it was just AI videos and video game like clips.
Right.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, do you know what? Figured I'll go around on stream, speak to people.
Okay, Bri, it's coming. Hold on. Sorry about that.
No, it's
I
all right.
should have. I forgot how to paste the link. I mean, not paste it, but pin it. And yeah, so that's that. I always learn stuff on my own, and then I forget it.
Oh yeah, I know StreamYard can be a bit complex sometimes when it comes to changing the views and posting links.
Yeah, and I used to know how to pin the link like from my phone, and for some reason I don't know how to do that. How to pin it up there at the top? How do I do that? Do you know?
I'm not too sure because I know the live stream chat is a bit different. I could post the link and then delete it when Abe's in.
Oh, you could what now?
I could post the link in the YouTube chat, and when he joins, I can delete the comment.
Okay. There's Braga.
I was back. Oh yeah, he's in the right. 1
There we
second.
go.
All right, I'm back.
That's better.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know either. There's no telling. It was some
I
weird
am.
noise that I didn't pick up on until after you left. And then I was like, oh, okay. Well, I didn't even realize that was happening.
Yeah, sometimes feedback happens and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, well. So, man, I've been adding some tunes to the therapy tunes, but I'm just going to be honest. I have been on a Miley Cyrus kick, okay?
Yeah, I saw.
What'd you say?
I said, yeah, I saw.
Oh, are you being sarcastic, you little ass?
Hey, if you're gonna add Miley Cyrus, you need Kylie Minogue.
I love Molly Cyrus, guys. Look, she is not Hannah fucking Tana anymore. She is Miley fucking Cyrus.
Oh, I
And
know
she
she's
is
a badass chick, but I just don't fuck with that music.
she is so badass. She writes all of her own music. She is bad. She is so yes, Stephanie. She is so underrated. But like the one that she put the thing that she did with Justin Bieber and then the thing that she did with Eminem, which is not Eminem, he produced it and it was another guy that she was rapping with or he
Hmm.
was kind of rapping. Um I don't even know if I put that in therapy tunes or not. Sometimes I get high and I put shit in therapy tunes that don't even belong in therapy tunes. It belongs somewhere else. I got to go through
Honeybees
and like
has a.
look through it.
There's a playlist that Honeybees had made for context for everyone. That's music, and it's titled Therapy Tunes, and it's like a collaborative playlist, so multiple
Yeah.
people can add to it.
Oh, I need to see this link then. I'm gonna add a load of Pete Seeger.
She is in her own lane. She's very unique. Yes, she is. I love Molly Cyrus too, especially her mother daughter song.
Oh, I
We'll
could add
think
Marty
about her.
Robbins to your playlist.
What's that?
What's that? What's
Oh, I
that,
was gonna
Bear?
say I could add Marty Robbins to your playlist.
Okay, yeah. Do you see it on my page?
Uh,
Do I have to? I think I have to send the link, don't I?
oh no,
Rock on?
you can post it in the private chat on the StreamYard
Yes, I believe you
page.
do.
You can post it where?
So
I can post it in the community post.
you can put it in the community post if that's easier. But with the StreamYard site that you're on now, there is something on the right-hand side of the page, and it says private chat and comments. You can post it in the private chat.
Uh huh. Oh, okay. Lord, how
See
am I
that I was
going to
just
do
putting all
that?
the messages before.
Okay, hold on just a second.
No, it's all right.
Let me
Such a
figure this.
bot.
I am so high right now, and I am trying to figure out what the fuck he is saying.
Yeah, it's
I
the
can
I'm
accent.
tell that
sorry.
you're. I can tell that you're lit up right now, Honeybees, and trying to figure out what the fuck's going on, and I'm just cracking
Like,
up over here.
like what? What can I do? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my god! I am such a dimwit sometimes.
It's a good thing I'm not
Okay.
using my full power accent.
Uh,
Let's see if it'll paste it right here. Yes. Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
guys.
there we go.
This is the playlist. You can
there you
collab,
go.
and it is called Therapy Tunes. You don't want in there. Hey, Glamis. You love you some Miley Cyrus too, and so does your son.
Tommy said no comment.
He said no comment. He said that in real bold letters. No comment.
No. That's not Tommy yelling. That's just how he types.
No,
I
I know
swear
he
he's
does,
not
but
yelling at us.
no,
I
no,
swear.
I know that's how he types, but I'm just taking. It's just so funny to me. Oh, I love you, Tommy. Yours. Look, I go on Instagram and I'll see Tommy, or I'll see Tommy on a short. I always like it. I'm a bad commenter, y'all. I'm not a good commenter, so please forgive me if I don't comment. But I'm there watching y'all. I give y'all some love.
It's all good. You just gotta hit the thumbs up, right?
That's right. Just hit the
Hey,
thumbs
Honeybee,
up. Yeah,
do you have a car?
yeah.
What car do you have?
A Jeep,
Oh,
Compass.
Jeep. Ah, okay.
What the fuck are you doing, Bear? Are you trying to find me or something?
No, I was just thinking because you're Louisiana, I thought you'd have like an F-150 or something like that.
Oh no, I drive a Jeep actually. It's a trail hawk, so it's a 4x4, which means we go mudding in it.
Oh, nice. Jeep's a good mate.
Yeah, yeah. I have some. Matter of fact, I have some lives up of me mudding.
Oh, nice.
I take people on the rides with me.
No, I thought I'd ask because I know, like, in America, trucks are a big thing over there.
Oh yeah, we have lots of trucks around here. You know, guys think trucks means that's the size of their penis.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
So the
Around
from the
correlation
pictures
here,
is
down.
the correlation is the higher that they lift their trucks, the more they're trying to make up for, right?
right. And they have
Gotcha.
a new thing now where it's totally lifted up in the front, all the way back down in the back. I don't know what this is called, but it looks stupid. It really does.
So Dodge truck drivers have the smallest penis. I get it.
So I guess he has I don't know what kind of penis you would call it.
Ugh.
Oh Lord, let me not talk about.
Inverted penis.
Please let me not talk about penises today. I don't want to talk about penises.
Yeah, no thank you.
Let's not. Moving on. Oh, Rebecca
Moving
says
on to
she's in need of a taco. Moving on to
moving on to
tacos.
tacos.
Well, you can ask me anything if you want because I know I've asked you like a load of stuff.
So, what are you doing? Do you guys celebrate Memorial Day?
Not the American Memorial Day, but we have our own version called Remembrance Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah, so that takes place in November 11th to be specific.
November 11th.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Where's Miss G at when we're speaking of that, right? I don't know where Miss G is. She
Well,
would love
speaking of
Bear.
tacos, like one of the last nights I was on Martha's Vineyard, we got takeout and it was all like make your own taco stuff, and I just put it all onto a plate without the tacos and ate that shit.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking
But I ended
about.
up posting I think I made a short out of it or something like that of the food, like, because the trays just looked so good. It was all like rice and beans, and there
Oh
was a
hell
chicken
yeah,
plate
man.
and then a beef plate.
Mm.
So, and then there was a seafood plate too.
See,
Ah.
every Monday we go to the Mexican restaurant and we have margaritas because they're 2 for 1. And so me and
Oh,
mom
that's
share margaritas, and then we eat Mexican every Monday night. And Juan is our caretaker. Juan, only one,
only one.
only one.
Hey, what would you say is like the number one food in Louisiana then?
Cajun, Southern.
Oh, okay.
And what I mean by Cajun or Southern means spiced up meat, um,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah.
spiced up sausage, um, pork chops, hamburgers, hamburger meat. We eat a lot of beef.
Oh, okay.
Why? What's your diet like, Bear?
Oh, varied. Depends on the day.
All right, a Tuesday.
Um, well, today I had a curry.
Oh, a curry.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like big thing in Britain. So you've got like multiple options that you can buy from pretty much most places.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
so like
you eat out a lot or do you cook yourself?
I cook myself. The only time I eat out is like a treat thing. But
Hmm.
I much prefer doing my own food.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to do me own food too.
It's only because when it comes to eating out, you have to know the establishment beforehand to know what you're getting. Because when I've tried new places, they've completely massacred the dish I was hoping for.
Yeah. Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? But you never know unless you try it.
Yeah, true, true.
Trial and
Like
error.
like today, we went to a new restaurant today, and it's called Milano's Italian Grill, and so they had Italian food. And Larry got the chicken parmesan. Mom got the trio where she had manicotti, lasagna, and something else, cannoli, I think.
Oh, nice.
And then I had the lemon caper. It was called chicken piccata, and it's
Okay.
chicken with lemon capers on spaghetti and a lemon garlic sauce.
Oh, nice.
And so it was real good. I was really impressed. We'll be going back. We're the kind of people that if we like it and they're good to us, then we go back.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Right. Just I'm gonna shoot off now, but I'd just like to say a big thank you to both of you for letting me
That
on
was
and chatting to you. It's been great.
It's been great, Bear. Thank you for coming up today.
You're very
All
welcome,
right,
and hopefully
Bear.
I'll see you again soon.
Same here.
All
Oh,
right, Bear.
thank you
You
very
have a good
much.
one, bro.
Oh, you too, mate. Take care now.
Take
All right,
care.
adios.
Adios, amigos. Peace out. That was cool. I love meeting people from other places, but I was really
Mm-hmm.
tripped out at first and paranoid.
I know you were. It's all good. You handled it well, you know.
Yeah, I kept the fire going for a little while too
Oh,
long,
I
but
know
that's
you did.
okay.
That's why I was like, how long are you gonna leave this out? But honestly, I think I've heard him up on panel before.
Oh, have you?
And I believe he ended up on a panel. I see a few people in the chat that might recognize his voice from panel talking about dub. Tommy might know.
Oh, I don't know what you're
Actions
talking
might
about.
know. I think Tommy, do you recognize his voice from a panel? I think he might have been on Weevy's panel at some point. On Big Weevy's. A
I'm
while
not a fan
ago.
of curry either, Stephanie.
But I don't know. His
But
voice
the
just
hubby
sounded
likes it.
familiar. And
Do
so
you
did,
like
and then
curry?
curry? I've never
Yeah.
eaten curry.
You've never had curry? Okay,
No.
so you're not the only one. I've had it like once and I really didn't care for it.
No.
I really don't like Indian food. I've tried Indian food. I don't like the smell of the mint that they use. I don't like the aromas of their food at all. Like
Mhm.
Mexican food, I'm in love with Mexican food, okay? But But Indian food, no, no.
Yeah, I don't know.
Only thing that I would eat Indian would be their rice.
Yeah. I've never really eaten too much Indian food. I've never gone to like an Indian food restaurant or anything.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I'll go to like the fucking Japanese cooktop places, been like,
Oh,
but I
yeah,
don't
like
know.
the hibachi.
Yeah, yeah, those are fire. There's a couple good ones in the Worcester area.
Yeah, yeah, I love
Hmm.
hibachi grill. Yeah, I
I
love a good hibachi grill.
hmm I do have to
Especially
go
if
to the.
they know how to cook.
Well, not only that, but it's all in the presentation too. Like they got to make the little onion volcano fire in front of you and everything, you know.
Right, yeah. Yeah, toss the egg up and hold it, you know.
In the hat. Yep.
So, what are you doing for Memorial Day? I was going to have a live.
I don't know. I got a box of fireworks staring me in the face.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Cool.
I still got a bunch of those rockets left over from like last 4th of July. So I think I was live with you lighting off fireworks one night, right?
Yeah, you are. You
Yeah,
are.
yeah, yeah.
You had
Might
an
get into those.
ex. Stephanie says she had an ex that smelled like curry. Kind of ruined
Blech,
it for me.
blech.
Oh, oh God, Stephanie, that's nasty.
That's not even a kinda ruined it. That's a fucking big ruin right there.
I don't know that I would ever tell anybody that, Stephanie. Okay, okay. It smelled like curry.
That is gross.
He, it was curry in a hurry.
Hurry, get
Oh
the
my
out
God.
of there.
I cracked myself up.
Yeah, there are worse smells. I
There
agree.
are worse smells, I'm sure, you know, I'm sure. Believe me, I've heard over at Lord Doc's about worse smells than curry.
I mean, Tommy was in my live talking about his previous jobs of like cleaning out porta potties and stuff like that. We had a whole
Oh
conversation about that this morning.
man.
Yeah.
Oh man, that has to be a shitty fucking job. It's
Literally.
just pissy and shitty.
Yep.
But you know what? People get paid good money to do that. And those porta potties make good money.
Well, Tommy didn't get paid good money. I'll tell you that
Oh
much.
damn. Well, that's messed up. I can't explain it. It was just an undertone scent. Maybe it was his soap or what he used at his home, or was he Indian? I mean, maybe he was part Indian or something. Not to mean that in a bad way. I don't mean that in a bad way. Patchouli smell. That patchouli smell. I
That's the
can't.
only way I could have done the job either, Tommy. Like, seriously, there's no way that I could have gone through that
Oh,
being
he was
sober.
drunk the whole time. Oh man,
Yeah. Fuck.
that would have made me sick if I would have been drinking, like been drunk the whole time. Oh man, nope. He was white as can be. Well, girlfriend, maybe it was the soap he was using, girl, the hair product or something. Some people, I don't know, some people just have an odor. As well as I do, everybody has their own odor, and that's what attracts you to your mate.
Hmm.
Odors attract those hormones, those, you know,
Pheromones.
pheromones is that's the word I was thinking, trying to come up with there. Those
You're
pheromones.
welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm blown.
What? Pause.
Pause. Pause. my God.
Just
Tommy said, that's why
breathe.
they always, you sound like Larry, because I don't breathe when I laugh.
Yeah, seriously, I was getting nervous there for a minute. Like, I was like, whoa. She
No,
is, Tommy, she is, bro. I
no,
was cracking up.
I can laugh for a long time.
Red said, Curry, come back.
Curry, come back. Any fool could see that I was wrong and I couldn't live without Curry.
Oh, man.
Too much honey. You right. Too much honey. Too much
Oh,
honey and
yeah.
not enough sting.
And Stephanie said, nope, I mean the food, not the X.
Oh, the food. Maybe you should give Curry a second chance.
Poor Curry. Stephanie's ex just got a nickname. We're going to call him Curry now.
Right. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my God, my cheeks are hurting. I've been laughing so much.
Good, I'm glad. They say laughter's the best medicine, right?
Laughter is the best medicine. I tell you. Right
Yep.
now. Yeah, laughter's. Where's Quick Vic? Calling Quick Vic. He was supposed to be in here after he took a cold shower.
I don't know. Action said he would come up if he had more time, and that was a little while ago, so maybe he has more time right now.
Maybe he has more time. I'll put the link out.
See if it works.
Yeah.
You never know. Maybe one day Stephanie Dawson will end up here.
I know, right? It
I
would
think
be.
she said she was. She said she was close to hitting the link recently. I think.
It would be such an honor if she hit the link. I would definitely make her cam up
I
just to
dropped
make
down.
sure.
I dropped down and let her just have the stage.
Are you serious, Red? He's over at Lord Doc's. Hold on. Let me go check this out.
Don't be going getting jealous and shit.
Oh, hell no. No, I ain't jealous. I'm just wondering what they talking about.
Oh, don't be getting
There's
nosy and shit.
some. Oh, there's actions right there. Let me see. It hadn't popped up yet. Hold on. There he is. All right. What's up, brother? Atlanta girl. Hey, sweet
What's up,
pea.
homie?
What's up?
What's up,
No cam
everybody?
today.
Uh-oh.
What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Nothing. You got stuck working today?
Yeah, I just had to put this bed frame together. It was a pain in the ass to put together. It was those high-end ones, the wooden ones.
Yeah.
It was a pain in the ass to put together, and then I've been just doing housekeeping on rooms, stuff like that.
Okay.
It's hot as hell today, though. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hot today.
Yeah.
No, really, Vic can be where he wants to be, guys. I know we're all just picking, but Vic can be where he wants to be. I don't really gatekeep. I love Vic. And Vic is addicted to the drama. Okay? So, if Lord Doc or me's on, he's going to be at Lord Doc's. And I know that, and that's okay.
Honeybees, I gotta jump down, but it's been good talking to you.
Okay, bud.
Actions. I'll see you around, bro.
Thanks for coming up,
Later.
Bri, guys. It's been a pleasure.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
So you looking a little rugged today. You tired, man?
Yeah. costume.
Yeah.
It's like at least 100, 102, something like that.
Damn.
Yeah. Warm.
That's crazy.
It's a lot cooler than it was in Arizona, though. So around this time, we'd be hitting 110s, 115s.
Oh, I can't even hear you.
Oh, shit. Can't even hear me.
No, well, you're roboting. Uh-oh. Now I can't hear you at all. Uh-oh. Yeah, that is hot. 100 degrees, y'all. Sound is super low fractions. Yeah, it is. I had to really try to listen. Quick exit. My bad. Gotta run. Thank you for the convo. You're welcome, bro. No biggie. You run on and have a good time, bro. We'll catch you later. Oh, there goes. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to end this. It's been nice. Not unless y'all want to stay on for a little bit longer. Y'all want to go for a little bit longer? Let me know. I got a few more minutes in me. At least a cigarette or two. Hey, Rebecca, can you drop Lord Docs?
Yeah,
Hey,
my
there he
bad.
is. Now I can hear you.
Now you hear me? Alright, cool. Yeah, we've got a new Wi-Fi setup here at the motel, so I don't know how well it works. But hope it's working alright.
Uh-oh.
No?
There you
No?
are.
Oh, are you still going with robot?
It keeps fucking up.
Yeah. I'll be in the chat.
Okay, actions. Oh, you're down for whatever? Okay, shit. You think you subbed last night? Okay, that's what I was wondering. Is if y'all subbed last night. Now just know this is the drama community. So, Atlanta Girl already knows Lord Doc, but just remember this is the drama community. Don't get mixed up in certain shit, right? Go in there, chat, have a good time, but don't get, don't piss off the wrong person. Don't go against anybody, But let's get off of here and y'all go over there and see what's up. You're right, Stephanie. You're right. Okay. Peace out. Honeybees out.